Hey, Sarah, you want to record a podcast?
Actually, no.
Oh.
So we can do that now. Because our challenge before was to only say yes. We had 3 cop-outs.
I almost said the no challenge.
It's not a no challenge.
It was the yes man challenge. We had to
Yes
say
man.
yes to any yes or no question.
And we had 3 cop-outs, and I used 2 of mine.
I didn't use, well, technically, I guess I said no once that I can recall. And it was just like a behavioral tick kind of a no, just like an instinct no of, I was at the gas station and I got asked if I wanted a bag and I said no. So I don't know if that's a cop-out. I guess technically it is, but.
Yeah, that's a cop-out.
I asked twice on my Instagram story for yes or no questions, and my friends suck because they didn't ask any juicy yes or no questions, really. Like,
Even I did
Spencer
the same
today
thing.
asked when I'm going to cut my hair, not if I'm going to cut my hair.
That is
Or
not
like, do you want to cut your hair or something like that? Like,
Yeah, like Spencer doesn't have any yes or no
and what's
question.
weird is like I actually did have that thought on my way to work this morning. I was like, man, what if somebody asked me to cut my hair?
Yeah, but if you wanted to cut your hair, you could say, yeah. It would be lying.
Well, yeah, but you could say, like, you could ask, like, do you want to go get a haircut? Or are you going to go get a haircut? Or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be possible.
Yeah, but the act of doing it, they can't say do it. It's not a command because that wouldn't be yes or no.
Yeah.
Like, go cut your hair.
Anyway, that was a big tangent.
No, but so my cop-outs were the first cop-out we decided wasn't a cop-out, which was I was working and one member at the club I work at asked me if there was any courts available like Thursday or whatever day during the week, and there wasn't any courts available, so I said no. But that was out of my control because if we would have said yes, then everything would have been whack.
Yeah, you
So-
couldn't have said yes to that. So
Yeah,
it doesn't
so-
count.
Yeah, there wasn't any court available, and I wasn't going to risk that. So that didn't count as a cop-out. But what did was the first one was Avery.
I don't even remember what it was.
You asked me to go on a shoot.
Oh, yeah, I asked you to go shoot.
Yeah, was it the snowy shoot, or
I
was
think
it the other
so.
one?
I don't remember. It was some sort of, I was just like, hey, you want to go shoot tonight?
Yeah, shoot something.
And I
then
wasn't
that was
thinking about it because we did make the rule that we couldn't target each other, which I
Yeah.
did to mess with her
a few times. But that one, he was
But
like
I was just
unintentional.
genuinely like, hey, do you want to go shoot? Like, let's go shoot something.
Yeah, because we do that. Like, we ask each other those things. But, yeah, so I said no, so that was my one cop-out. And then the second cop-out was my friend and Avery's friend, Tyler. Shout out to Tyler.
What's up, Tyler? You better be watching.
Yeah, or listening.
True.
That's true. Tyler asked me to go shoot Monday night a concert sort of deal. Whatever.
They're shooting a short film and you wanted help.
Yes, shooting a short film and wanted help.
I said yes.
Yeah, he said yes, but I said no because I actually have to work Monday night and I can't go out because I work from 6 to 7:30, then 7:30 to 9, so it would be too late for me.
Maybe. I don't know. I think they're going to shoot the whole thing.
Jeez.
Well, this could be a late night, I think. Anyway.
But otherwise, and then I guess.
So, yeah, what did
this
you
would be,
say yes
no,
to?
Now that I think about it, there actually was a third cop out because he asked me a question following that question.
What did he ask you?
He asked me something that I would never say yes to, and that sounds so bad. I'm so sorry, Tyler. That sounded bad.
Tyler, you dirty dog.
No, he asked to borrow my Sony A7 III.
Oh.
And I said, I barely even let Avery, my best friend.
You didn't let me borrow it.
I mean, I was really considering it, but I was like, I mean, I take care of the things I love, and then when I like see them in the possession of someone else's hands, it's just really
Full
hard.
3 cop-outs.
Yeah, so I guess that would be the third cop
I guess
out.
I technically used one, but otherwise I didn't say no.
But the thing that I did say yes to, which is huge, which is Avery's going to tell you because he's the one who asked me.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one.
Well, today I was targeting her and I didn't expect her to say yes, but she put a yes or no thing on her Instagram too of like the questions thing. And I just put one on there that was like, hey, you want to get a tattoo in February? And she said yes. And now you're like,
well, I technically said, I hate you, ...
She did say
Yes.
that. I only asked it because A, I figured it was going to happen anyway in February probably. And B, I don't know. I was just like.
So what'd you say yes to? That was something.
I didn't really say yes to anything that was out of the ordinary. Honestly, like all the stuff I said yes to, I probably would have said yes to anyway.
Didn't you say yes to a shoot that you like?
I would have said yes, but I definitely said yes, and it's now like a really tight schedule.
Okay.
But that's photos of my niece, so like of course I'm gonna do it. What else did I say yes to? I did a couple projects at work this week that were like really whack, but it was asked by like a high up person, so I probably would have said yes anyway. I'm trying to think. I don't think I really said anything crazy. Oh, I did use a cop out because I didn't go. Dang, we both said no to Tyler. I didn't go to Tyler's Super Bowl party.
Yeah, that's right.
So I did use that cop out, and I guess technically that poor gas station clerk, I said no to him.
So 3
even
and
though
2.
it's more work for them to get me a bag.
Yeah.
We'll count it. What do you think about this? I didn't even really think about it during the week most of the time.
I didn't think about it until the question presented itself in a way that I had to actually process the question and then formulate an answer of yes or no. Those were the times that I actually felt the yes challenge, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
I actually felt like, oh my goodness, I would normally say no to this, but I'm going to say yes. The yes or no questions I was asked on my Instagram story, they were simple questions like, do you miss me? Yes or no? Or
I was like, and even on mine today, I was like, last chance to ask me yes or no questions, like hoping to get something juicy.
Yeah.
And half of them weren't even yes or no questions on
I
mine.
know.
I was so mad. I was like, come on.
Mostly we both got the yes question mark, and then we both said yes, period.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
We instigated this, guys. We tried.
I was trying. I tried twice.
Yeah, he tried twice. I tried once today, and I got like 4 or 5 questions that were just, I would have answered yes anyway, so it didn't matter.
I mean, I put some like embarrassing things that like were obviously not true on my Instagram story, but like one of them was like, did you take care of that gonorrhea or something like that? And I was just like, yep. Like,
but there
was
never a moment that, I don't know about you, but there was never a moment that I felt like I lied when I said yes.
No, me
because
either.
every time I said yes, it was actually something that either I was interested in or is the truth. Like someone asked if I truly missed them, and I was like, yes, I really do miss you.
Yeah,
like,
and that's where Yes Man, the movie at least, like completely falls apart. It's like stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like when you're asked the yes or no question, then it's a lie because you really don't. Or if someone,
but no, I didn't. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I didn't even get that many yes or no questions throughout the week.
I got a lot of commands.
Yeah, I was gonna say I hardly get asked things that are like yes or no. You know what I mean?
I guess that's another thing we realize is that during this challenge, we don't really get yes or no questions.
No. And I say yes most of the time anyway. Every time we've said no, I've been cognizant of it during this podcast.
I know.
But anyway, yeah, I think it went fine. I'm not gonna continue saying yes to everything.
What's our next challenge, Avery?
I forgot for like half a second there.
Put him on the spot.
This week we are going to be intermittent fasting. So that basically means you don't eat for a specific amount of hours each day. So we chose, at least roughly, we'll kind of talk about why, 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. is the feed window. I don't know why intermittent fasting it calls it that, but it does.
I call it like eating process. Like
eating process?
The eating
process is 8 hours.
That's the process.
But it's a typical 16 to 8 intermittent fast, which means you go 16 hours without eating, and you can eat within an 8-hour period. So water only outside of 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. So 8 p.m. until you go to bed, and then when you wake up until noon, water only.
I've tried this before.
Me too.
Note to self, and he has too. I had a horrible experience. He enjoyed his experience.
I had a good experience. I just kept being stupid on the weekend and like not thinking about it. Like, I was really great Monday through Friday because it was like, okay, wake up, do all my stuff here, go to work. Noon comes around, I go to my lunch, and that's the first thing I eat. But then it was like the weekend came around, I woke up at like 10 a.m. I was like, oh, man, I have leftovers. Boop, boop, boop. Like, and I just cussed. I think that's the first time I've cussed on the podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's like what broke it for me is just like not thinking about it, which is, I don't know. But yeah, I did it for quite a while. I don't know why I like really stopped. I can't remember. But yeah.
Yeah, for me, I don't know. I work out a lot and I burn those calories quite often.
Okay.
It's not a flex, it's true. Like, I run a lot in the mornings and I work out at night unless I'm doing tennis condition in the mornings, and then I do a lot of that stuff. But the fact that I worked out so much, I burn all those calories off that my stomach, it wants more food. And so based on me not eating in that period of time, it made me feel sick and nauseous, and I started to get lightheaded. I had to sit down quite often. So I ended up doing it for only like 3 days, and then I had to stop. So we're going to see how it goes.
A lot of
this
people
way.
experience that when they first start, because it definitely is kind of like a body shock. I just remember feeling really hungry when I first started. I never got like sick or anything, but I bet other people do, because it is like a big shift, especially if you're used to eating breakfast early. Like, I usually don't eat breakfast until like 9 a.m. anyway, but if you're used to eating breakfast at like 6, 7, I feel like it's going to be a big shock to your body.
Well, I don't know how many calories you eat per day, but I'm like around 2,000 calories, maybe plus. And if I don't eat that amount, like, my body knows that.
Well, right, but you can still eat that amount of calories in the window.
Yeah, but it's confixed in like this one window that.
Confixed?
Confixed, is it a word?
No, I don't think so.
Confined? Yeah, confined. Nice. Confined in this one like space, and I can't just shove a lot of food down my throat in like this 6-hour period of time.
And I don't think in a week it's going to get to the point where it's like second nature to fast, but
no.
I'm honestly planning on probably continuing this after. But we'll see. I don't know.
I'm just used to eating breakfast in the morning. That's the first thing I do when I get up. So
one of my biggest problems with intermittent fasting is that I love breakfast food, and then I just don't eat breakfast food.
Would you eat breakfast food for lunch?
That's weird, though.
That's not weird. I used to eat breakfast food for dinner.
That's not weird.
How is that not weird? But lunch is weird.
Breakfast for dinner is amazing.
But I've had breakfast at noon. Does that count as lunch?
Yeah.
Yeah. How is that weird?
No, it doesn't. It counts as breakfast.
So then it's not weird. It's lunchtime, but it's breakfast food.
I'm not going to eat breakfast food at noon after I've worked for 4 or 5 hours. All right, so our challenge for this upcoming week, once again, is intermittent fasting for 16 hours for 7 days. And we'll see what happens, and we'll talk about it in the next episode, because that's the format of this podcast.
Let's try that.
Let's try that.